Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally and further strengthen your brain and your heart. Coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourself today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. So I'm gonna do a video today on being one. Pretty much I'm gonna go over how I am no different from you or you are no different from me and the interconnectedness of everything, okay? So I am pretty much you. I am literally you, laterally you. I am you, you are me. Or there is not you and me, there is just me. Or there is just one. Okay, and with one comes none. Alright, this is non-existence and existence. Okay, this is what creates everything that we know and not know or don't know. Okay, knowingness and unknowingness. Okay, now there's a life and death as well. Death is non-existence, life is existence, and death is non-existent. If death equals non-existence, then death does not exist and there is eternal life. There is only life because life is all that exists if death is non-existent. Okay, now we are all one. I am you, you are me, or we are just me, or we are just you, or we are all just one organism, one being. Okay, this is something that has been understood by the ancient peoples for millennia or even eons. Okay, this is universal consciousness. Everything is consciousness. Everything is electromagnetic energy. And what electromagnetism is, it is conscious energy. Okay, there's unconscious energy and there's conscious energies. Electromagnetism is conscious energy. Okay, so what I wanted to dive into is me being you, or us being the same person, or just one organism, or no organism, because since there is one organism, there is no organism, because 1 equals 0, okay? However, because when you get down to it, when you realize that you are one with existence, or that you are everything because everything is interconnected, then you start to understand that nothing actually exists. Okay, it's very, very paradoxical once you start to question this. Okay, paradoxical, philosophical. Okay, now there's no boundaries. Okay, so people, there's a lot of conflict over the fact that people project out boundaries onto the world, you know, but boundaries don't actually exist. They're just like they're just imaginary lines, you know, or just conceptual. Boundaries don't actually exist. Boundaries, I want to say, come with the cerebellum, the reptilian mind, which is a lower mind, and this is why the cerebellum sees or projects out boundaries, because it's a lower mind. And what it does, it projects out boundaries and it claims things, you know. So maybe greediness can come from a lot of the cerebellum, a lot of lower mindedness, reptilian mindedness. Okay, I'm sure there's much more sources of it, maybe. Okay, but I'm sure that because the cerebellum projects out boundaries, and it projects out that desire to withhold everything, claiming it as yours, is one source of this. Okay, and it's a lower minded thing. It's the cerebellum. It's reptilian. Okay, but as you start to get into the higher mind, I want to say the cerebral, you can dissolve away these boundaries that the cerebellum likes to place on life. Okay, and as you start to dissolve away these boundaries, you start to understand that you can't actually claim things, because for one, nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, and everything goes away. Everything is here for a short duration, for various durations, and then it just goes back, dissolves away into nothingness. Okay, so into void. So void is also non-existence. It's zero. It's nothing. No thing. So there's no thing, and there's something, soul thing, something. This is existence. Something, one thing. That's existence. That's life. And then there's a void, no thing. Okay, non-existence. This can be death. Okay, now you go back and forth, but they equal each other out, because it's a paradoxical understanding of it that I can't really get into too deeply. Okay, but it's just paradoxical in its nature. It's deep. Okay, however, there's no boundaries. Okay, so the fact that you see, or you project out boundaries onto your life, and you try to live within these boundaries, is pretty much just suffocating you. Okay, in a metaphysical way, it's suffocating you, because as you start to live within these imaginary boundaries that you have built, you start to deprive yourself of life, because you're not living as boundlessly as you actually are as an organism. Because as an organism, you are boundless, because there's one organism, and we are all one. The universe, this is why it's called universe, because it means one song, and we're all one organism in harmoniousness with ourself, oneself. As you start to live within this understanding and this truth, you start to understand further that boundaries are illusory, and living in these boundaries that you have projected out only deprive you of life, because you're not living within truth. You're living within ignorance. You're ignoring the truth that you are the totality of the multiverse, okay, or all of existence and non-existence, okay, because that is the truth. That is who you are. You're not who you have been told. You're not Andrew. You're not your name that you were given by the government. Okay, that's just a role that the society wants you to fill to continue sustaining it. Okay, that's more societal living. It's not entirely the truth, if not at all. Okay, because the truth is that you're just energy. You're electromagnetic energy, conscious energy, consciousness. You're light. Okay, pure light. You are pure light. You are pure consciousness, and because of this truth, it also means that you are each other, or we're all one. Okay, there literally is no other. Self and other, it only is needed to bring in that whole polarity. you know, because there needs to be polarity in order for there to be a sustainment of life, okay? And without the sustainment of life, there would be no thing, and we would not exist. Okay, so it's that polarity or that polarizing that has been conceptualized in order to bring in the existence to the non-existent, because all there was non-existence. I want to say there was only void, and then as Genesis became, it started to conceptualize existence or dimension, and as it started to go through this process of Genesis, then we started to understand, or we started to come more into existence and creation. This is the 7 days, you know, when God created the earth in 7 days. This is Genesis. This is a whole metaphysical process taking place in the void or non-existent to conceptualize dimension of infinitude in order to give birth to existence when there was purely no thing, okay, which is all that there truly is, and which is really life, okay? But it's very paradoxical once again, because void or non-existence or no thing is it doesn't exist, but since it doesn't exist, it's all that does exist, because it makes way for existence. It's very, very bizarre once again. But you are me, okay? I am you. When you are listening, you are just listening to the mirror, or you're looking in the mirror, okay? When I am talking to you, I'm talking in the mirror, okay? Because that's the truth of it. It's like, you can ignore it, you can be ignorant of it, but the truth is that you are me, and we're each other, or there really is no other but just one self. The other is only needed conceptually to bring in that polarizing effect once again, to bring in a type of sustainment to what has been created, okay? And without that other, or that polarity, you cannot have the continuity, because that's just how it is, okay? Now, that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. I just wanted to go a little bit over us being one self, or us being one organism, okay? So I hope everybody did enjoy. Hope you did like the talk, okay? Peace out. Generate some electricity, static electricity from the etheric body. Have a great afternoon, and one love.